Hey guys, welcome back to Sinclair Garage. Thanks for stopping in and checking out my channel. This video, we're going to get the clutch installed, we're going to get the transmission back in, and I have to check out the speedo cable. It kind of jumps under 20 mile an hour, so I'm going to maybe take it off, throw some lube down the shaft on it, just to see if that helps it out anyway. I have everything apart. And then I have to put on like the reverse light socket and just a few other miscellaneous things, put the exhaust back together. So we'll get all that taken care of. So just hang out with me and we'll get this going. Alright guys, now we're back under here. Gonna get this clutch, or the flywheel and clutch set put back on. What we gotta do first is put the little divider plate back in. I gotta remember how it goes. Obviously, that's probably a good first step. So my starter hangs down here. I'm pretty sure that's right. Nope, I have it backwards. There, that looks right. And obviously just check for all your bolt holes. They match. It goes onto the dowel pins pretty easy. And then all your other bolt holes line up. So we know that's good. Now, let's get this flywheel back up in. This pretty looking flywheel. This thing looks nice. It's amazing what a little machining will do. And I'm pretty sure these only line up one way. So you just got to kind of rotate it. Until they all line up here. That's not it. There we go. Just like that. Alright. I'm not really honing on them with the impact there, just to get them snugged up. I will go get my torque wrench. We'll torque these guys down to 80 foot-pounds. And I have a socket on the snout of the crank on the front to hold it. There we go. We'll just kind of go in a crisscross fashion here. All right. Easy enough, right guys? So, and just because I got greasy fingerprints and everything, hit it with some brake clean and a paper towel, get all the grease and gunk off of it. You don't want that junk. I notice on the inside here I have a little bit of grease. I think it's just, see it? Now just watch and don't get it inside your pilot bearing. I think that's just grease or water or whatever they used when they machined it. I just don't want that to come spilling out. Now, the clutch I went with is a SPEC clutch. Part number S as in Frank, F, S as in Sam, F as in Frank 951. The stage 1. That comes with obviously the pressure plate, flywheel, or the pressure plate, and your disc here. And also your alignment tool. It's a cool, nice looking disc here. Now if you look on the pressure plate, or the disc here, there's a sticker. It says FW side, which means this is the flywheel side. Pretty straightforward. So this guy is going to go like so. That to the flywheel. I got my bolts here. Let's get our bolts ready. That way I can just throw it on. I did buy some ARP bolts. My stock bolts, one of them was broken, so I bought a set of ARP. Nice and pretty looking. Clutch is in. Everything's torqued down, looking good. Nothing really out of the ordinary, just normal stuff. Follow the torque specs. In case you're curious, the flywheel was torqued to 80 foot-pounds. And that's per Ford shop manual. The pressure plate was torqued to 25 foot-pounds, and that was per ARP recommended sheet they gave me. Those are 5/16 bolts, so 25 foot-pounds. Okay, what we're going to do now is replace the throwout bearing. This guy right here. As you can see, she's loose. So what you do, you come to the side of the transmission, you pull the shifter boot off here, and I just kind of kick it forward. And that boot off allows it enough to kind of bounce a good bit forward. Set you guys down a little bit here. And just kind of wiggle that guy loose. Stuck on the shifter fork there. There. And just pay attention how this guy comes out. That way you make sure you put it back in the right way. And here's the new one. Which I'm going to go back in this way. Now, it may be good of me. Let's clean the shaft off really good. I'll soak her down with some grease. This shift fork should pop off. Let's see if we can get that thing to pop off. Yeah. I just held it by a little spring there. So let's see if we can get this guy cleaned up a little bit. A little brake clean. A little gunk there. I'm gonna get my grease gun. I'll put a good bit of helping of grease around it. Should be plenty. Just kind of work that around. Now you don't want like gobs of it, right? Slide our bearing back on. Because you gotta remember, this is basically pressing directly against your clutch with the pressure plate. So you don't want all that grease flying everywhere, because grease on your clutch ain't gonna be any good. That's pretty self-explanatory, I would imagine, to most people. Alright, there we go. And then we'll slip our boot back on. Alright, got it. Now when you press your clutch in, as you can see, there's the movement. So it's always like when you press it in, there you go. Alright, and that's it. Okay. I actually wasn't going to go this far today, but why not? Let's get this sucker in. videos fast forwarded like 2 or 3 weeks. It's been a crazy couple weeks. A bunch of other stuff come up. Had to get other things done. Haven't had time. I've filmed a few things here and there. So I filmed the trailer bearings. I did the pontoon boat stuff. Getting it ready for the lake, and the new project. Finally got some content coming out, so hang with me. This video, I'm just kind of coming back, not really a new video, this is a tying on to the previous Mustang video. Mustang's done. It's been back on the road, been driving it, put miles on it. SPEC clutches recommends I think it said 3 to 500 miles of basically city driving to break the clutch in. So I'm going about 300 miles is where I'm going to start, kind of end that process, and then really start giving it the beans here. So Mustang's been driving. Like I said, I'm about 150 miles into the process. Only issues I've ran into are the speedo gear gasket is leaking a little bit of oil. When I took it off, it was a little bit dry. I could tell it was a little bit cracked. I had another gasket, O-ring, basically it's an O-ring, that I put on it, just trying to get me by. Look pretty close, but it's not. So I have here ordered a new O-ring, 65 to 98 O-ring, speedometer cable. So I have that. I'm gonna get that put in sometime here on a rainy day. Not obviously pertinent because I have a boat in my way. So until I get the boat out of the way, the Mustang stays. So all is going good with the Mustang. I'm really impressed on the clutch. It took me a little bit to get the pedal dialed in. I kind of went by the manual for Ford on how to adjust the pedal, and I didn't like it. It was dumping off. It was kind of catching way too low for me. I mean, it's like the pedal's on the ground and then you barely lift up on the pedal and it's grabbing, and I just didn't like it. So I adjusted it to about mid pedal stroke, maybe a 1/2 inch-ish, 3/4 of an inch off the floor is when you can really feel it kick. I like it right in the middle of the stroke. That's kind of where I like it. Comments. I read a lot of reviews on the SPEC clutch being really springy at the end of the clutch and releasing the clutch, and also being very stiff. If you want to compare it to my 1998 Jeep Wrangler, which has the easiest clutch in the world and it's hydraulic, it's stiff. If I compare it to what was in here before, it's better, not as stiff. And what was in here before is like a knockoff Chinese AutoZone clutch, I'm pretty sure. So I think if it was really good. Is it too stiff? No. It's about with par with some older vehicles I've driven. It's about right. I mean, it might be just a little bit stiffer, but it is a stage 1 clutch, so I could justify a little bit of stiffness, but I can go on and on about stiffnesses, right? That's boring. It's not too stiff. It feels good. The other issue is people said that it was chattery. Haven't had one bit of chatter out of it. In my opinion, if you have everything lined up correctly, you have your flywheel resurfaced, you're not going to get chatter. For the most part, I mean, for a stage 1 clutch, for the most part, that's what's going to be. So it feels excellent, no chatter, and it is spring at the end. I did read that it likes to kick at the end of the clutch stroke when you're releasing it. It does give you a little bit of a kick. I'm used to it. After 150 miles, it didn't take me long. I know where it's going to happen. I know how to manage it. It's not a big deal. To me, it's for stage 1, it's very easy to use. It's a very good release, and it's just very manageable. I like it. Great choice. I believe great choice. It's working flawless. Other than that, it's good. So thanks for watching this Mustang series. This kind of finishes me off for right now. No more Mustang content unless something comes up that I need to fix. I'm done with it for right now. I'm just going to drive it and enjoy it. You might see some videos of us driving through the mountains. We have some plans to take some trips in it, me and the wife, so it's good. It's done. You're going to see the new project to the channel. That's my next video coming up. I already got it filmed. The entry video, I got it filmed. I got to get it put up. Then the Jeep next. I really want to get the Jeep kind of going. I want to get it sanded. I want to get some things on the body fixed. I want to get it painted. I gotta fix the torque boxes, which are where the body mounts to the frame. They're rusted up. I gotta put new ones on. That's gonna be a pain in the butt, but it'll be good. Something good to do, something fun. Even though the stuff tends to be a pain in the butt, I enjoy doing it. I feel like I'm rambling, so let me get to the point. Jeep's next. Got to get it stripped down, everything taken off of it. Got to get the sanded, fill some holes, get it going on the bodywork. I'm super pumped to get that done. I've been wanting to do that for a couple years now, just haven't had the time, nor just the right time to do it, I guess you could say. I've had the time, just not the right time. So it's time to do it. And I'm super pumped. If I haven't said that enough, I'm extremely pumped to get that done. I have a few cars and coffees coming up that I'm going to go to. There's a North Central West Virginia Cars and Coffee. I think that's the name. Let me find my phone. It's here in Bridgeport, West Virginia, where I'm from. Let me see. Sorry, got my phone up. Yeah. The North Central West Virginia Cars and Coffee. The next one is 6/2, so June 2nd, which I believe it's a night one from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. I'll have this thing out. Mustang will be at that Cars and Coffee. So come out. It's always a good time. See a bunch of good cars. I went to one last year because I just got this thing back together last year. I was able to get the one. So I'm going to try and hit up a couple this year. Other than that, I got to clean the shop. Got to clean my garage. It's disgustingly dirty. I got crap everywhere between the boat and the Mustang. So got to get that cleaned up, get organized again, and keep rolling. So like I said, special project, new project coming up, Jeep's coming up, and get the boat on the water and we're ready to roll. So if I haven't rambled on enough about the same stuff, I'm going to finish here. Thanks for watching my channel, guys. If you have any questions, any comments, something you want to see, something you want to see different, something you don't like, something I'm dumb at or I'm just not doing correctly, let me know. I'm anxious. I'm always receptive to comments. I don't care what they are. So leave me a comment, like, subscribe, you know, whole 9 yards, do all that stuff, please. And let's get ready for an exciting summer. I'm gonna try and get back on a regular upload schedule now that I got some stuff done. So thanks for hanging out, guys. See ya.